Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Wolfstalker25, and today I'm bringing you another action figure review on the, I guess you could say, semi-newish release. It's probably a couple months old now. Star Wars: The Black Series Gaming Greats, Jedi Fallen Order, Cal Kestis. Here is the picture of the box on the back. If you do want to get a read up on it, it is up at the top, right up there, so you can pause the video and read that. He is number 2 in the Gaming Greats line, I believe. Yep, number 2 down there. And yeah, wow, this figure is well, he's a deluxe figure as well, I should say. So he was like price point of around, I think, I want to say $25 to $35. I can't remember. I've had him for like the month at least now. Mine did take a while to ship. I do know this was a GameStop exclusive, and he took a little while to ship for some people, so hopefully if you did get him or had a chance to get him, you did, because he is fantastic. Now, I personally missed out on the first Cal Kestis. Little story of that Force Friday when it came out. I had a white box and I believe a normal Cal Kestis that were available to me. I chose not to get them because I wasn't big into the Black Series that year, and I only had like maybe a handful of figures, maybe like 5, and they're some bigger named ones that I was like, oh, this is it, this is all I'm gonna get. I haven't played Fallen Order, I'm probably not gonna play it for a while. Played the game, loved the character. Cal is a awesome character. He was great in the game, and I had to get a figure of him. So when they did the deluxe version, I just knew I had to pick him up. So this guy is awesome. He is loaded with accessories, but I still think he could have had a little bit more. So let's do a quick look at all the accessories really fast. Then we'll jump into Cal and take a look at him himself. So firstly, let's look at the little guy here. This is the Bogling, one of the little creatures of the game. Just gives you a little extra, like, statue. It's not really a figure, it has no articulation, but it looks cool and it fits in the background of your display if you're doing a Jedi Fallen Order display or something like that. So it's awesome. I kind of wish we got 2 of these, maybe one in a different pose or something like that. Hopefully they do another one at some point, maybe with a different pattern or something. Next, we get a Jedi Holocron. It is in green, which is a little weird because I think holocrons are usually shown in blue, maybe. Yet again, hopefully we get a Sith one at some point, and hopefully we get like a blue variant or something like that. But this thing is awesome. It is translucent plastic, so you can shine light through it if you could get it in the right light. There we go. It's kind of got some light coming through the back of it. But yeah, that thing's really cool. I love that we get it. There's a bummer to it in a second, and then you get a extra hood piece, which is sculpted very nicely. Looks pretty good. Wish it was a little bit better though. We'll get into that in a second when we try and switch it off on Cal. You do get his little buddy BD1 again, which he's got some articulation. We'll go over his articulation really quick. His leg does move that far back at the knee, and he gets if the head wasn't in the way, I'm sure he could get a full 360. I'm not going to try, but yeah, he can get a full 360 if you really wanted to with him, and the head does turn all the way around. Nothing on the antennas, and it is on a little ball joint, so you can get some pivot and some tilt. Looks down that far, up that far. So little cool red, black, and white BD1 skin, and I dig it. I really like it. It's got some nice little yellow paintwork in there on the wires and some dark gray as well. And then there's the little face. So he looks pretty good. I like the BD. He looks awesome. And then as well, the last few accessories, pull off his hood that he's currently got on. If we can, how do I get this off there easily? Yeah, there we go. So Cal does come with 2 of the hoods. So he comes with like the currently wearing hood, and then like the drawn back. So they both look pretty good, as well as the double-bladed lightsaber that he's got here. Paintwork is pretty nice. It's just basic silver and a light gray. So looks good. He's got the 2 green lightsaber blades, which are for the double-bladed, or you could use them in the blue saber as well. And then last accessory he does come with is the original lightsaber, the broken non-dual wielded one, or not dual wielded, saber staff, and he's got dark blue for the blade as well. So if you did have the original Cal Kestis, which I do not, you could port the blue one into the silver staff and then have a staffed blue saber, and then you could do a green one for this. So that's all the accessories he comes with. He does also have the big poncho. I'm sure you could probably take it off. Yeah, you could get this off him. So if you didn't want him with the poncho look, you can take him off. So let's get a look at Cal himself really quick. Let's do a quick size check on him to see how tall he stands, and then we will do a articulation check. So Cal, let's get him standing upright fully. Mine does have a little bit of an issue standing. So Cal, to the top of his head, stands just under the 6-inch mark. So he's like right there. So that's his height. Let's look at the articulation, get a closer look at him. So Cal does have some, he's got the new photoreal, which looks pretty good, as well as the poncho's paintwork. You do get the little nice bits of silver on there. Focus. A little bit of silver there. Looks pretty good. Under the poncho, you just get the generic orange jumpsuit and the belt, which has some nice paintwork on it. And then back, get all little canisters and like pouches and stuff like that. Looks pretty good. Back of the poncho looks good. Little port for the hood and a little port for BD's foot, so he could hang on his back. And then you get the wrist gauntlets. This one over here, little communicator looking thing, and then paintwork on the boots is pretty good. I don't know if he's supposed to have any knee paintwork here or anything like that. Maybe maybe it's all supposed to be orange. I don't know. But yeah, let's look at his articulation. So his head he is on a, I think, ball peg in the neck, and the neck is on one too, because the neck does get a little bit of movement. So he does look down that much, can look up that much. Not very much. He's kind of limited. With the neck, he gets some good tilt there and there. Ooh, a lot. Maybe I have the neck on wrong. I don't know. If you turn the neck around, he looks down that much now. I don't know. I don't know where his neck is properly supposed to be. I'll have to look. With the poncho, the arms are limited. This one does get a little bit higher. So, oh, wait, got it up a little bit more. But it forces that poncho up a bit. So that's probably as high as you're going to get the arms, unless you have the poncho off. There is a, I think, a butterfly in there. Is there a butterfly joint? I think it's got a butterfly. Can't be 100% about the butterfly. Oh, he's got a little paintwork on the arm there, though. There is no bicep swivel. There, you do have the elbow swivel, though. Elbows do come up that far, over 90, pretty good. And then the wrist does swivel, and also it does hinge. You could get back that far, forward a little bit more probably, but mine's a little stuck. As well as the legs, he does have the upper thigh cut with the poncho out of the way. He get his leg that far forward and that far back. Double jointed knees. Let's see. Let's get this one all the way. And yeah, easily kicks his own butt. And ankle, no boot cut. No boot cut. Ankle does pivot very nicely, as well as going that far back, and that far forward. So Cal has some pretty good articulation. I think he's got some very nice articulation. So, couple gripes with Cal that I have. Paintwork is well, couple things I like and couple things I don't like about him. Paintwork is pretty good, and let's do a quick look with the other hood on really quick. So that's him with the other hood for the poncho on, and doesn't look that bad. I know I've seen before in several other videos, it didn't look the best, but I think it looks alright. You could get some relatively cool looking poses with it probably. So, but I'm gonna keep that off him for now. We'll put the other one back on. So yeah, Cal, thoughts, opinions. I think he's great. I think he's pretty good. I think he fits and does the job. I did see someone do a custom like pop and swap with their Cals, and they did the poncho on the blue body, the blue suit, and then they switched the other vest onto the orange one. I do like that look a lot better. I would love if they would do a re-release of Cal, so I could get a different one and whatnot, with the other coloring. But yeah, a couple things I wish he had. I wish he had some different hands. I think it's a little bit of a bummer that they give us this awesome holocron and he has no way to actually hold it. Like, look at his hands. He can't hold the holocron. It's kind of a bummer. A little disappointing in my opinion. But oh well. I mean, it's a shame, but that seems to be a problem that the Black Series has in general, where they just have a lack of different hands and faces with figures. That's another thing I feel like Cal could have had, would have been another face. I mean, you could have given him a different appearance, maybe a more angry one, more happy one, shocked, maybe closed eyes, like Jedi meditating face, something like that. Could have given him force push hand, like a force choking or pulling hand. Like, I feel like the hands and faces in the Black Series is a little limited, and I wish they had some more options. So, that's my thoughts on Cal. I wish he had some more stuff, but I think he's great. For the price point, I would say he's not bad. He does come with a decent amount of stuff. More stuff than most Deluxe figures have, which is very nice. Let's do some size comparisons really quick, and let's see him next to a couple other Jedi Fallen Order characters. So here he is next to the Electrostaff Purge Trooper, and I think it was the second sister? Yeah. Second sister has a very hard time standing, and she's got like, she's kind of crouched. Oh, so there's the Purge Trooper out of the way. Yeah, she has a hard time standing, but I mean, I thought she was supposed to be taller. I feel like she's too small for the Black Series. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but it's not a review about her, so we're gonna get her out of here. All right, let's look a couple more really quick. I don't know if Cal ever interacted with a protocol droid, but here he is next to a C-3PO, since I have him out from the R2 review still. Here he is next to Princess Leia, a lot taller than her. Wow, I need to check size on how tall Carrie Fisher was in these movies, because she's very small, and he's way taller than Luke as well. Like, is Cal just like a huge dude? I don't remember Cal's height, but like, he is like way taller than these guys. Unless Luke and Leia were just really small, but I know he does encounter a Wookiee at some point, so here he is next to Chewbacca. Works pretty well. And lastly, for the Black Series and for Star Wars in general, here he is next to a Black Series Astromech and the newly reviewed R2-D2 Rebel Tech. So, looks pretty good next to this one, not so good next to that one. Alright. Lastly, for our Hasbro 6-inch comparisons, here he is next to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man and a Lightning Collection Red Ranger. Spider-Man's taller, as he should be. Dino Thunder Ranger is about the same height. I would imagine Cal is probably like early 20s, so kind of works, I guess. Here he is next to the Halo Master Chief from the Jazzware line, as well as a Mezco Stealth Iron Man. And then here he is next to the Figma Samus, in case you ever want to make your Marvel and Metroid universe ever cross over Star Wars, either of them. So I think Samus is still too short. I said this all the time, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I want a better Samus. Dang it. I love Metroid. And then here he is lastly next to the Mafex Batman, who's having a very hard time standing right now, and the Revoltech All Might. So, yeah. All Might makes him look tiny. Batman also is taller, which is good. I like that. I don't know why Cal looks so ridiculously huge next to the other Black Series figures, but alright. That was it for me. This figure is awesome. If you do get a chance to pick him up, I highly recommend it. I think Cal is a fantastic figure. If you have the original one, then you got the access to pop and swap and do your like switches and shifts and stuff like that with your lightsaber colors and all the extra stuff that you get with them. And yeah, I think he's awesome. I think he's a fantastic example of what a deluxe figure should be when it comes with accessories. Like I said, I would like to see a couple more, but I think he gets the job done and kind of fits the price point pretty well. The other deluxe figure that is literally the example of deluxe figure is the Boba Fett that came out, the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, and I would say the Mandalorian with the child or Grogu. I think he would be another example of a good deluxe figure accessory wise. But yeah, Cal is great. If you missed out on him the first time, then I definitely say pick him up this time because he skyrockets in price. So if you get that chance, go ahead and grab him. You're not going to be disappointed with this guy. You could get some great stuff out of him, especially if you're doing photography and stuff like that. I'm awful at my posing, so yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty good, though. I really like this Cal figure, and hopefully you did enjoy this review. Hopefully it was informative and you got to make a decision off of whether you should get them or not. I personally think you should, because you never know if or when they're gonna do another Cal, or if they're gonna do a re-release or anything like that. I mean, I think with how many outfits he has in game, we could definitely see this just redone again in the Gaming Greats line, because the Gaming Greats loves its repaints, and we could definitely see another Cal at some point down the road. But yeah. So that's going to be it for me for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you are new here, or if you haven't already, go ahead and give me a subscribe down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this figure. What are some other figures you want to see me review? I posted on Twitter a little while ago a picture of all the stuff I got, so you'll see what's coming down the pipeline. This might be a double release on Thursday, the 22nd. I'm currently recording this on the 21st. If not, it's going to be a Tuesday video for next week. So let me know. Leave me a like down below as well. Let me know you liked it. In the comments, let me know what you want to see next, or your thoughts on this guy. Other than that, I've been WolfStalker25. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.